Guess what? We're back. This is week 4 of sayings you will only hear in the South. And this is week 4 for this particular set of conversations of Southern Mamas Be Like, because our Southern Mamas said these things. And now Jane, my good friend Jane Jenkins Herlong, and I want to share them with you. So come on back, Jane.
Yes, this has been so fun. I love these.
It has been. And we've got so much more to go. And we have something very special coming up in future weeks that we can't wait to tell you about. But we're just going to talk about 4 more little sayings that are Southern.
Yeah.
And the first one is gussied up.
Well, I'll have to say that's one of my favorites, because I think we all like to be gussied up, dressed up to the nines. Am I hitting it right, Eva Marie?
You are. That's it.
I mean, there are just times, honey.
You got your rhinestones.
Yeah, put on the dog.
You're putting on the dog. That's right. That's another saying we have. Yeah. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have put on the dog.
Yeah.
That's it. I'd have gotten dressed up. I would have cooked something or whatever. But yeah, when you get all gussied up, you are ready for the nightlife, honey.
And I'll tell you, Thomas and I had an event. It was it was in the Bahamas about 3 weeks ago, and they had a black tie thing. Mm-hmm. Well, I was pretty disgusted because some of those people did not know how to dress black tie.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you. And so I just went up to somebody in the know. I said, y'all either put down casual, church, or whatever. You can't even say that.
Right.
That is.
This is casual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what you need to do? You need to have pictures of what to wear. Even people in leadership.
I
was
going anymore.
Girl. Yeah. And I said to one of them, I said, that child needs a little something. I mean, she needs
a little something on her.
Something. Yeah. And they said, oh, she's gotten better. And I was ugly. Bless my heart. I said, well, what did she look like before? I mean, because it wasn't good. So just saying.
Well, see, this is what I was saying. Now, and granted, when I was younger, teenager, go to the mall, I would often wear blue jeans and a t-shirt. And my jeans didn't have the hem. And, it was, after all, the early 70s. But, but when I'm sitting there yesterday in the mall with my husband, and there's all these teenagers wearing the jammies, I just couldn't get over it. I was like, there was a table full of young boys. First of all, they were too young to be there by themselves, as far as I'm concerned. But secondly, they were all wearing pajama bottoms, and I just thought, this is just too much. I just can't.
Well, I like this. I went to another function about 2 weeks ago that was black tie, and they said if you are not appropriately dressed, you will be turned away.
That's right. Turn you around and send you back home.
That's right. As they should have been.
That's
Because it's just lowering our Southern standards and standards, period.
That's right. Our standards, period, as a human race. And it's so much fun to get gussied up.
Oh,
I love being gussied up. Wouldn't want to do it every day.
I got gussy clothes upstairs.
Oh, of course.
I love them. I absolutely love my gussy clothes.
We got gussy jewelry.
Yeah.
And gussy purses. We've talked about purses.
We already talked about those beautiful purses that are very hard to find.
Well, let's talk about this.
The next one. Oh.
The sense God gave a goose.
Lord, my daddy loved to say that, but he would say that God gave a goat. I think a goat was probably worse.
I don't know what's dumber, a goat or a goose.
Yeah, I was dating this boy, and I liked him. And he was from downtown, which was a big to-do. Both his parents were doctors. Mm-hmm. And Daddy always said he didn't have goat sense. And I told him, I said, I wish you'd say something to impress my daddy. And my daddy had caught a mako shark. It's still there, by the way. It's still that, in the den. Mm-hmm. And Daddy was in his recliner, and I heard the boyfriend, I don't remember, I do not want to say his name. And he said, that's very impressive, Mr. Jenkins. And Daddy, I heard the recliner, and Daddy said, thank you, son. And he said, where'd you buy it? And I heard, so that was he solidified, doesn't have the sense God gave a
Didn't yeah,
goat.
doesn't
I'm
have
like,
it since God
goodness.
gave a goose.
Well,
Yeah.
what
I
would
know
that
some
mean
energies
though?
I don't have the how did I say that? Some days I don't have the energy God gave a snail. That's what I'll say. I don't have the energy God gave a snail today. I'm just tired. So yeah,
Well,
we understand what that means.
if you get on a little hormone replacement therapy, that does help if you want to.
HRT. Yeah. So how about this one? And it's a double. Hotter than blazes and hotter than blue blazes.
Oh yeah, that would be July and August for us.
Yeah.
And we were just like,
yeah, please don't go to Charleston, South Carolina in July and August. It's just too much. Yeah, I did it once not too long ago, and I was like, next time I come back to Charleston, it'll be like in February.
Well, I will tell you, it really. Mama always said it sucks the breath out of you.
Oh gosh, yes. Well, that's here too in Orlando. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's that just and what you would know. I don't know if they say that. Like I've been to Arizona one time and it was 150.
Yeah.
And I remember I walked outside and one of my pores just all of a sudden exploded and I had blood running down. I said, I am melting.
No.
Yeah. Now that was harder than blue, but it's dry heat.
Yeah.
But they always say that when you have humidity, it's like Southern women live in a sauna, so they have more nice skin.
That's right. It's wonderful for your face. It's just lovely. Yeah. But it is so if something is hotter than blazes, that's pretty much telling you like a fire, it's hot. But blue blazes has to do with the blue hue in an electrical current. So it's really hot if it's hotter than blue blazes. So those are the two levels of heat that we have in the South. But truly, Savannah and Charleston, of course, I grew up near Savannah, and I think you grew up near Charleston, and you still have your home there. But those two places, and I think it's because they're so close to the water. But Lord have mercy, it is so hot in the summertime. And I do remember specifically staying with my aunt and uncle in Savannah when I was 16 years old, and their AC went out. And it was like the month of July. And that was a long week before they got that AC fixed, honey. That was a lot.
Natty.
Yeah.
Torture. Yeah. We didn't used to have air conditioning. I don't see how.
No, of course not. We didn't. But once we got used to it.
Yeah. We got conditioned to it.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
We got conditioned to the air conditioner. I think I was probably about, 12, 13 years old whenever we got AC. So,
well, I know the snowbirds, people that come down south, they 6 months, and they go back when it gets hotter than blue blaze.
Oh, yeah, not hotter than blue blaze. They can't handle it.
They can't take it. I don't blame them.
They can't take the cold. They can't take the heat. They just gotta.
You just get that way. I think as you get older, it's worse now. I think.
Oh gosh, yeah. I think so.
God. I mean, because as women, we naturally have a heater built in, sadly.
Right. Add that to the whole thing. I mean, here it is. Listen, everybody, just listen. My air conditioner just cut on. It is February the 3rd, and my air conditioner just cut on. So if that tells you anything, yeah, for sure. Okay, last one, and this is perfect.
This is so perfect.
Let me let you go.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that a nice way to say, leave me alone, I got to go somewhere?
Yes. And I told you today when I was at my little Pilates class that I'm still making a failing grade in, by the way. I'm on, I still can't do it. I can't tell my left from my right and all that. But the instructor, she was this other woman who's not from the South, was not, she was giving her a fit. And finally, the instructor had the wherewithal to say, well, I just need to let you go.
Yeah. It's such a nice way. I mean, like, let's say you're on the telephone and you're not literally on the telephone, but you're talking to somebody on the phone, and you just, this person is just, yammering on and on and on and on, and you have things to do. So you don't want to be rude and say, you're talking too much and I got things to do. I got to go. But what you do say is, let me let you go. And now that's a very kind way of saying, I have to go. Right. And I know if somebody says to me, if we're on the phone and we're having a lovely conversation and they say, well, I got to go, I consider that rude. But if they say, well, let me let you go, I understand they've got something that they need to do. And now we can both go on about our business. And guess what, people? You now can go on about your business. We're gonna let you go. But before we do, we want to tell you about something special coming up. Miss Jane, take it away.
Yes. Well, I have a dear friend. He has got more numbers and letters behind his name than you can imagine. He's so much fun. And last August, I witnessed a program that he shared, and it was so good and so informative, and it's all about women's health. And he's been a featured guest on Focus on the Family, and very, very popular show. But David has agreed, I believe it's towards the end of this month, that we're going to have a session with him, and he's just going to talk about women's health. And I'm telling you, you all that tune into this, please rally the troops, because David will be very insightful and you will absolutely love what he has to say. It's been a very good thing.
Yeah.
You will love him.
You know, and it really does lend itself to the theme of our program, because I remember my mother saying to me that if you want to be healthy when you're older, you start when you're younger.
Right.
And so I did. I took that to heart. I have always exercised. I have always tried to eat right. I'm not saying that, I've never put some peach cobbler in my mouth, because I have. But, you try to eat right, try to exercise, get enough sleep, things like that. But my mother taught me that. Even I remember once a week, my mother put a facial mask on. And so that when I got older, I would do that too. And I still do that. And but those are the things our mothers taught us, was about taking care of ourselves so that we look good and we feel good. And so he is going to give us some more information on that is critical.
Yeah. I mean, he was talking about women taking vitamin K, and I didn't realize. And so now we take Super K. He has a resource now. He doesn't sell this stuff, but he
knows about it.
House, and he's so good at it. So he's going to be staying with us for a couple of nights. And so we're excited about that. That's going to be good.
Well, excellent. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, be sure to let us know what you think about Southern Mamas Be Like. Tell us some of the things your mama said or your daddy said, or some things you just grew up hearing. We'd love to hear those stories. Until the next time.
I'm so glad you got those together. That's been super duper fun.
Yeah. We'll do even more. There's lots and lots and lots.
Thank you. Thank everybody
for watching. Full of it.
Now we're going to let you go. We got to go. Got to let you go.
Don't let you go.
That's right. Don't let y'all go. All right. Signing off.